Stephen Maynard Caliendo, professor of political science at North Central College, is back with us. Now, the comedy show did get a little serious last night, Stephen, when protesters interrupted former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, while she was appearing on that show.
Yeah, she was talking about President Joe Biden's legacy when it comes to people being upset about the war in Gaza, and they started to shout during this. Let's look at that moment.
We have to learn more about trust and peace and learning about each other rather than to have conflict resolved by war.
Well, as you can see from the continuing protest out here, that answer is unsatisfying to some people.
But let me
This is obviously a very divisive subject. It's also taken center stage here in Chicago during the DNC. We have these contrasting things of what's going on inside and outside with the protests, but we also saw some interruptions during President Joe Biden's speech, too.
But Colbert, though, during the show was very respectful of his audience, saying instead of, making a joke or dismissing the protesters, he acknowledged, well, this answer is not sitting well. So in your opinion, how do you feel that this crisis moving forward beyond this week could impact the election and how voters vote?
Yeah, I was really impressed, I should say, by how Stephen Colbert handled that, because as you pointed out, Dane, it would have been very easy for him in his nature to sort of make a joke about it. I'm sure he had a couple in his head that he could have rattled off, but this is a very serious issue. And I'm as a political scientist, I'm happy to see this dialogue, right? I mean, there's not a lot of space on the podium because you want a unified message, so there's not space for those kind of messages on the podium. But so what happens then is that they happen outside, and disruption and civil disobedience is part of the American tradition. It's part of our civil spirit, and so to watch these things happen, certainly taking down barricades and those are different kinds of actions. But the shouting out and so forth, this is making voices heard, and I think it's an important part of the process. So I'm happy to see those things happening.
So also on the show, the current speaker, Hakeem Jeffries, he was questioned about pushing or asking Biden to step out of the race. Is this a question that we're going to continue to hear, or a topic that we'll continue to see after this, or how do Dems move on from this?
That's a great question, Adriana. I think, look, they want to move on from it for sure because it's a distraction. The decision's been made, so how they got to it probably doesn't matter from the position of folks in this building. But I think Republicans have a lot of questions about it. I think it's a way for Republicans to argue that things aren't on the up and up, and that plays into a narrative, particularly about the Bidens and the Biden family, that works well with their base. I don't know whether or not they're going to have the energy to go after that question when they have also 11 weeks to try to win an election. We talked about the 25th Amendment over the last couple of weeks. In other words, Republicans are saying if Joe Biden can't run for president, maybe he shouldn't be president right now, or is he even acting as president? And so I don't know, are they going to be able to fight that on two fronts when they have a campaign to look forward to and that really matters to them for the future? But it's a narrative that if they think works well, we'll continue to hear about.
All right, Professor Stephen Maynard Caliendo, thanks so much. We'll see you later.